Hello, welcome back to the channel. This is the final video of the series, and we will be working on her hands and adding more shading to the face. So we're going to bring this to completion today, or in this video. So as you can see, there's little values that we need to add to make this hand fuller and unify the value of the hands and the face. So we'll talk more after the intro. As usual, we will begin by shading the edges and contours. This will deepen these edges, throw it back from the plane. So we're going to do that and achieve a blurred edge to these areas here, just to blend them with the background, and hopefully remove the focus a little bit from this portion of the drawing. Using a smaller brush, we will now enhance or darken the curls in the hand. It's basically the same process over and over again from start to finish. We're just making it smaller or darker or more spread out. It's basically the same. It's enhancing shadows here and there, turning the form slowly, building shading. I think to note here is that the presence of reflected light that's coming from the background of this image, it's hitting the hand from below, so creating this double light kind of setup. There's a strong backlight and quite muted front light, so that's going to force our shading into the middle of the form here. So the way to achieve that is simply just to create a blob instead of using our shading to define the contour. We are going to shade from inside out to create the illusion of form here, by focusing on the light, where the light is coming from, and then shading away from that. So we're blurring the shadow from inside out to create this the form of the hand here. Looking back, I think I've made it too dark at this point, this hand, and that's a little bit of a mistake in my part, but we can always compensate for that by using our eraser or just by using our tissue papers just to remove that. But we have to be conscious of our reference, of course, just to avoid stuff like this. Making it dark here, as you can see, it's somewhat bringing the focus to the hand, or making the hand look a little bit dirty. So we're going to have to fix that by darkening the face and by removing some of those colors in the hand there. In my defense, I was referring to the neck portion here, which the darkness of the neck portion, I used that as the base of the darkness. So basically, the shading from the photo here and in the drawing is quite different. Of course, we can nitpick a lot of this stuff, but like I said, you don't want to be perfectly perfect if there's a word like that. Just enjoy the process, as long as we get the likeness. And of course, this is a realistic portrait, and I think we've achieved that for most of the drawing. So, congratulating yourself is always a good idea. Then again, sometimes the photo and video that we post on here is not always what we see in real life. Of course, I'm using a tablet as a reference, and sometimes in the tablet it's darker, and we see some shades that are not in the actual photo when we post it in a video format like this. So that's my excuse, but I'm sure you will experience that as well. Here in the mouth area, we're just creating more of the forms, by enhancing or amplifying the shadows, by bringing the shadows to more darker at the edges, creating all those shapes there, to enhance or to darken, to bring out more contrast, because in a drawing usually it's much better for our drawings to have stronger contrast than in the photo. But of course, creative liberty, it's up to you if you want to make it a little bit smoky. And I love that style too, but where I am, most of the clients kinda don't understand that idea. Okay, so here now I'm using the tissue paper, to remove excess charcoal, and also smoothen the charcoal that I've placed through the brush, because sometimes when you're using the brush, the charcoal is just floating there, especially if you're using the same process as we've been looking at here, just using the brush as a light applicator. We never touch the paper too much, we don't rub the brush too deep into the paper, so we just let the brush run over paper. So that's going to give us make our charcoal powder not be very deep into the paper, so we can remove it with the tissue paper. And of course, still using a light pressure with the tissue paper, to achieve a balanced cleaning of our work. Of course, the goal is always to unify the picture and make it look nice. So here we are peeling it off, and I'll leave you from here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.